Introducing social banking from GT Bank. Anywhere, anytime, any device.
My name is Karo Agono. I'm Chief Executive Officer of Tremor Perfect. Tremor Perfect is primarily an audio-visual rental business. We're invested heavily in equipment infrastructure for events. Now, our niche really, we have put ourselves in the corporate market. I responded to a call for help from my pastor. He had challenges dealing with the sound. So for me, I got into this thing, thinking to myself, I want to help the man fix this problem. And that was just really my dream, and that was just my goal at that moment, because when it came to business and work and the future I saw for myself, it was something totally different, right? And so I got into it, and within a few years, I got a grip of it. Now, the whole transition into business was someone who had recognized that I was becoming better at my trade. They had a need in their company, in their firm, for someone to help sort out event issues, and they had particular issues with this. And that was during the banking consolidation. That was what created the opportunity for me. So I did a few jobs for one bank, went on the road with them. It became really interesting. In fact, I remember at some point when we started out, they paid me and they gave me checks and wrote it to my name. But as things began to happen, they said to me, oh, by the way, we can't keep doing that because the numbers are increasing. So you're going to have a business name, open a business account, and then we should run. So I pretty much just took advantage of my opportunities. When I started out, I joined up with a few friends who had a few things. And I said to them, let's come together. I remember the first job I was paid for, I took that money, approached a supplier, and I said to him, I have this money, right? And I'm going to get more stuff. So you take this money, give me these goods. Sitting down here, it makes no difference to you. Give me these goods, give me X amount of goods. If I come back within the stipulated period that I'm promising you that you can get your money back, then you give me more. So I leveraged, like I had read, I leveraged on what I was trying to do, the dream I had in my head. And God was on my side as well. You know, you can't take the place of favor away in these matters. And so I reached out. To people. I basically negotiated. And you know what I learned? People want to help sometimes. They're just waiting for you. If you never ask, you'll never get. I knew I would never have all the money I needed, so I chose to do what I had listened to. I listened to all the top entrepreneurs in the world say, I chose to leverage. And that was a benefit from reading Rich Dad Poor Dad. Leveraging. I just chose to leverage. I had an ability to negotiate with the clients to get the job. So I went to the supplier and said, you know what, I have these jobs. This is how much I have. Very little. 30,000 naira was what this business started with, really. You know, so you give me these goods worth a few millions, and after a period of time, I'll bring you back your money because I want more products. And that's really how I started. I just leveraged. That's the truth. Whatever I didn't have, I went to somebody else who had it. I get it from them. I pay them. I use it. And the profit was small, but I had a vision of a bigger dream, something bigger in the future. So I was willing to make do. And then I had expertise. My expertise could suffice because whatever I got, I was dexterous enough to make it great. And that's what I worked on. I leveraged on my skill set and my expertise as an engineer in sound. Our business has grown primarily through referrals. 99% of the jobs that we have gotten and the new jobs we get is referral. If you have a satisfied customer, the one thing they will do for you, word of mouth, you can buy it. Someone very recently said to me, now I know why everyone is fond of you around here. You're dependable. Money can't pay for that. It tells the story. That's the greatest satisfaction you can derive. I mean, money is good. You know, it answers all things, right? But that you can pay for. And that you tie that to why we get greater references, because people will go tell someone else about how good dealing with that guy is. The greatest benefit and satisfaction and pleasure you derive from doing what I do is at the end of the day when the client walks up to you and says thank you with a smile on their face, or they call you on the phone and they say thank you very much, you made our outing very successful. Thank you for doing such a great job, or you put my mind at peace. Not money can pay for that. There's the typical challenge of difficult business environment. However, there's also the human resource challenges. There is what I might refer to as nasty competition, where people really try to undermine you in a bid to get ahead of you, not recognizing that, you know, there can be healthy competition because there's enough space for all of us to thrive. But that's also one thing. And then it's same challenges the average business will deal with, that I deal with, really. I don't think that there's anything exceptional that I have to deal with that anybody else. I mean, it's difficult to find good people. If you conquered the fear of starting and you even started, then something is going to happen, and then you're going to begin to doubt your abilities. And if you can do it, and if you can become everything that you envisage. So for everyone, you have to develop a personal development regime to conquer that fear. If you've got to sit under someone who will help you through it, which is why there's always the mentor-mentee relationships. You know, whatever you have to do, but you have to make sure you deal with you, because if the man is not right, the picture is going to be wrong. You know, and as much as you want to create a perfect picture, there are going to be ditches on the way. There are going to be near misses. And in some cases, you're going to fail on some projects. You shouldn't let those things stop you, because challenges make champions.